device on your arm is absorbing the thermal energy for use in your body. The thermal energy and your arm will be our little secret. Do you remember any of this?
There used to be a lot of snow pirates happening in the runs. Snow pirates.
Even if the other man doesn't remember, surely one will learn how to control them.
What do you say?
We want your help.
Fighting is the only thing I remember. I'll do it. We came here for the green eye.
We're here with Todd from Atari, and he's going to show us a little bit about Smash Court Tennis 3. So tell us a little bit about the game, first of all.
Well, Smash Court Tennis is a line of tennis games that's been out for a little while. This is its first time on a next-gen platform. It's going to be on the Xbox 360. We have all the bells and whistles that are out on, like, in all the other tennis games, but we're going to be out at a price point of $39.99. But we have a really deep game, just like any other game that's out there. We have a tutorial mode, we have an exhibition mode, we have arcade mode, and we have a player edit mode. You can create your own player. We have a Pro Tour mode, and we also have Xbox Live mode. We have eight professional men players and 8 professional women players. Like I said before, we also have Creator Player, where you can create your own player. We'll take Roger Federer, pick an outfit for him, and we'll pick a competitor. We'll take Nadal. So we have different surfaces. You can play on hard, you can play on clay, you can play on grass. We don't actually have the real courts to use, but we have facsimiles of some of the real courts. But what's nice is we also have license to go crazy and make any kind of courts that we want. So this is a sky court in Dubai. So this is hanging in the middle of air, in the middle of the air in Dubai. This court right here is a court in Venice. So you got your canals and you have your your little gondolas there. So we have the facsimiles, but I think it's cool because now we have artistic license to do whatever we want to do. So that shows you a little bit of the court. Got my guys coming out here. First 2 Rafael Nadals. You can have a man play a woman. You can play yourself. You can set it for anything in the game. So it really leaves all the options up to the player. So my guy just scored a nice little point there. You could also set it to replay. Like I just clicked the right trigger and now it's going to replay the game. Replay the following point, so I could see what a great shot my partner just made there. See, now I just picked to touch my player there, give him a little high five there after that nice point that we got. What's nice is too, we have a really nice tutorial mode where there are 22 different tutorials, so it really teaches you like the nuances of the game. The last 2 tutorials are locked, so you have to play through the first 20 in order to lock the last 2.
Great, thank you. We're here with Omar from Atari, who's going to tell us about the new Witcher game. So tell us how this game is kind of like a bigger, better version of the first Witcher.
Well, imagine, if you will, you release a game about a year ago that not a lot of people, decide to play, but it has a really big cult following. It's kind of like the Empire Records of video games. Everybody follows it after the fact. This is kind of a developer's dream. They got a chance to go back with that cult following and kind of revamp and redo a lot of the things they wish they'd done the first time. They've added a soundtrack for the fans. They've done about 9,000 more lines of dialogue. They redubbed it. They've fixed the lip syncing. The load times have decreased by about 75%, which on an RPG is great because literally you're going from map to map and it's taking a matter of seconds, whereas on the typical RPG it's like a 30, 45 second load time. They've completely fixed that. They've really given the fans kind of what they wanted the first time.
For those who aren't familiar with the first game, what were some of those things that the fans really loved about the game originally?
I'd say, I mean, as a fan myself, I'd say it was the interface and the combat system. These assassins have decided to kind of jump me. They're human, so I'm going to have to use my steel sword, which is more effective against humans, to fight them. I'm going to go into it's one-on-one, so I'm in a fast stance, which you can kind of see indicated from the top left there. And for those of you who don't know, the combat is click-based.
So there's no turn-based here?
No, this is real time. It's all happening in real time. Some players who want a breather from the combat have the option of hitting the pause key and then kind of reorienting themselves, but you don't have to. Here's another assassin. This guy I'm going to kind of finish off a little different. I'm going to start him off with a light combo, and then I'm going to knock him back with one of my signs, effectually stunning him, and then I'm going to finish him off. Very violent, very lots of gratuitous gore here for you big slasher fans. Let me give you guys a quick example of what it's like to fight demons. We'll go to the swamp. Okay, so here's the swamp area. This is mostly demon infested, so I'm going to be using my silver sword. Now here we got 2 demons chasing me. I'm going to try to gather up some more from this swamp and show you guys what a group style combat system looks like. When I enter into the group style, that's usually when I'm fighting more than one opponent. Geralt, the lead, he kind of swings in these big, emphatic, like circular swings you'll see here. Kind of knocking down everybody at the same time. Now, these drowners, you can also stun them, knock them back, and then finish them off with a coup de grace, kind of impaling them while they're on the ground.
We're here with Jim from Capcom, and he's going to show us Dark Void. So tell us, what is Dark Void all about?
Well, Dark Void is an action-adventure sci-fi shooter set in kind of a fantasy world. Basically, the story starts where you're Will. Will is a cargo pilot in the 30s, and he's running a routine mission through the Bermuda Triangle, and he crash lands, in the Void. The Void is an interdimensional rift occupied by a lot of other people who crash into the Bermuda Triangle.
And when will Dark Void be coming out?
Dark Void will be out late spring, early summer '09.
And you're playing it on the Xbox right now. Is that Xbox exclusive, or?
No, we're playing it on Xbox 360 now, but we're also running on PC, and we'll be running very soon on PS3. So we'll be out on 3 platforms.